I lost the day. Nope, I didn't like it. Once more. I lost the day. The day. No pressure here, Pete. Come on.
It's all right. It's all right. We can keep on doing it as many times as you want.
All right.
But
okay, here we go. For real.
You got it.
I lost the day. By the time I leave the museum, the sun is nearly set, but its last light hangs on for dear life. Fuck me. All right. One more time here.
I'm not Tennessee Williams. You're all right.
And that motherfucker is dead, so you good.
I am Dave Ebersole. I am the writer and co-creator and director of Dash the Podcast, also writer and co-creator of the comic book, also called Dash. I am also a theater director. I'm a playwright. I used to be an actor. Sometimes I still am. And and a Yorkie dad.
Hi, this is Mick Loro, and I am the editor, producer, sort of the music guy, and recording engineer for Dash.
Hey, my name is Ed Hill. I am a podcast creator, director, producer, executive producer, and I am the co-executive producer of this podcast, which is a fancy way of saying I give advice when it's not needed. I give advice when it's needed. And I try to help create and move the project, the podcast, into a direction where we are all going to make millions of dollars and never have to do this again.
You had me right up to the end. And then
Damn.
You had me right up to the end. I was buying it right up to the end.
Bitch.
All right. Let's
Okay. I keep shaking my hands because I'm like, I'm shaking it out.
Okay, cool.
Literally.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, and just real quick. So do you find yourself like moving around and like your arms and as you're doing the lines?
I try really hard to hold still because I'm convinced every part of my body makes sounds that show up on the microphone. So I have like a posture that I stay in, and I like plant my feet on the ground, and then I try to hold my hands up like I'm being held up by a robber so that I don't touch anything. It's really fucking hard because I want to touch everything.
Yeah,
I look like a terrifying scarecrow.
I like move my head and my
I
arms.
move everything, but I'm so afraid that I'm a constantly rustling like leaf tree thing. So
yeah, I had to switch my pants out. I'm in pure cotton right now. Like 100% cotton. Like you are not getting a sound out of this.
I literally put on a silk dress so that I could like sit and take my shoe and like barefoot on the floor, feet planted, toes down, heels up, because I have to have like a whole posture so that I have a good like thing, like instrument thing happening.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
Also, if the camera somehow turns on, my neck is not as flubby. So, real talk. It is real talk right now.
There's no camera attached to this.
Dave, look. I need to be ready. I'm camera ready at all times.
How'd that feel?
I think there was some great stuff there.
I agree with you.
It felt like, very, very nice.
Who wants to do a fun run?
I always want to do a fun run.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hold on, let me take my pants off.
I think the pace...
My pants are slowing me down. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right.
I think the pace really made it feel like theatrical. I felt like I was doing the theater scene.
Yeah.
But, obviously removed from physicality, but yeah. But I felt engaged the way I do when I do a theater scene.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
That's because I was listening to you. I was listening.
Yeah.
And I was responding. I heard you.
Yes.
Did you feel heard?
I felt heard, and I felt like you were throwing some intentions my way and some tactics.
Dude, I tactic all over you.
Ugh. Yeah, I gotta wipe that off.
Probably just the entire process. It's just the recording of it, hanging out with you, Dave, hanging with Pete and Sara and Chris and Jay over Zencaster, or and then just seeing what becomes of it. I'm a strange person. I'm a musician, and I always loved being in the studio. A lot of musicians do not like being in the studio, but I feel like this is my element. And just the behind the scenes stuff and the laughs and everything that happens while we're recording.
Yeah. Can
Yes.
you take this famous line and actually make it different? Make it can instead of like instead of selling a used car, like you have been.
Right.
Can just romance him with it.
Okay, I'm gonna seduce you. Get ready.
I am ready for the seduction.
That was a good take. So
Yeah, there are definitely some cool things, and there were some lines that, like the way Sara felt about her last one, that some lines that I didn't feel so strongly about, but we'll get them.
okay. And I wanted to reiterate, like if
I mean, about my own, not about Sarah's lines. You know what I mean?
I was not taking it as you were like,
Okay, all right.
also Sarah could use more work, so I'd like a more professional actress, please.
Just want to make sure that that's pretty clear.
You know, what attracted me to it, of course, as you know, is my love of noir and LA and detectives and, you know, the great stories of Raymond Chandler and you know, the great LA crime scene authors that have gone on over the decades. I mean, Michael Connelly, you know, well, I guess in the old terms, we'd call that the dime store novel guys, you know, that are multi-millionaire dime store novel guys now. But I mean, you know, I've also loved the setting of LA because it's a place of both heaven and hell for creatives, and everything in between is also exciting. Even on the descent, people make money. On the ascent, people make money. But more importantly, I think there's a creative vision that gets fulfilled there no matter which way you go. And LA is also a perfect place for that kind of energy. And Dash gave off that kind of energy, and you gave off that kind of energy, and the cast gave off that kind of energy. And, you know, the whole thing resonated with me because being, you know, a person of color, you know, Asian, I'm half Asian. I've witnessed and seen some of the challenges it is, you know, of being who you are. I mean, the big thing attracted me is a gay private detective in 1940s LA. Okay, there's a fight, there's conflict, there's a massive platform for something entirely different. And of course, you know, the stuff was good. The stuff you put out was just entertaining, and you know, you have a track record of history and the characterizations, and the music, and the production. And okay, insert compliment to Mick here. We can do that in post.
I really love those moments when a line's not working and I need to change it in the heat of recording, and the actors help you come up with a line that's better than you even thought possible. Can you give me like 1 minute? I think I need to. I'm gonna try to rewrite this line right here, and see how that goes. So, so yeah, cool. I typed it in the thing. So you just all you have to do is copy paste.
Oh.
In the little message thingy.
Oh, okay, cool.
In Zencaster, yeah.
Let me go to that.
What about working on our downhill derby racer?
Yes!
Boing, 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 boing. Downhill derby.
Let me just.
It sounds more sexual. It sounds more like innuendo. I this is what happens when I talk. He starts writing what I say. He does it when we hang out too. He keeps a little notepad and just starts writing. It's challenging.
It's true, actually.
It's hard to have an off night.
All right, got it. You know, putting the finishing touches on our downhill derby racer.
Yeah. Anytime you're ready.
Oh, are we going?
Oh, we're just going. He was.
Oh yeah, I thought you were. I thought you started, and I did. I was. Just
Oh no,
laughing.
no.
Okay. But yeah, let's try it. Let's try it.
All right.
Just came out of nowhere.
Whoa, Dave's on a tight schedule here. Okay.
We don't always get to record together, but when we do get to record a scene together, after I feel that we've gotten the take and Mick feels that we've gotten the take, I like to do something, what we've come to call a fun run, which is we just do the take one more time and the actors have way more of a freedom to do whatever they want, maybe change a line here or two. It just takes the pressure off because they already know we got the take. And the big secret is 9 out of 10 times the take that we end up using is actually the fun run. So you ready for a fun run?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. So Sarah,
That's not exercise, right? This isn't a trick.
no.
5K fun run.
Fuck. Sorry, guys. Can't help myself. No one laughs at my jokes anymore up here. They don't think I'm funny. I don't know why.
So, in the immortal words of the best direction ever, have fun with it.
Awesome.
Waka waka.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Fun one. Why, yay.
All right.
All right.
See you on the other side.
Okay.
Dork.
Classic.
The most important part of this entire story is the help Dash gets from his friends. You know, sure, there's kind of a heartbreaking love story, and there's some, you know, there's a horror element, there's a noir element, but the ultimate for me, I want people to get out of like these. This is a guy who's getting his strength through the people that he's surrounded himself with, and they're showing him the better parts of who he is.
Ooh. Okay, that's the end of the podcast. Goodbye. I gotta admit, I got a little misty-eyed thinking about what you just said.
No, it's absolutely true. And again, on my side, and listening to this as we're recording it, and listening to it over the multiple takes, and then when I sit down and post and edit it, and
Did we do multiple takes? We did multiple takes?
Just a few. But yeah, no, you can see with every single character, with Sal, with Cindy, I'm hoping everybody, even if you listen to the first episode, you can get that connection automatically.
He asked me to look at him.
Dash. Dash, look at me. I want to tell you something.
I turned to him and he barked.
Hey everyone, our next episode, Chapter 7, will be released on September 1st. But we'll be releasing a few other odds and ends and maybe some surprises before then, so keep an eye out. Or, should I say, keep an ear out. That's our behind the scenes episode. We hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm Dave Ebersole. Thank you for listening.
You have been listening to Dash, the case of the The case of the mosquitoes from Guadalajara. Sorry.